by complaining to God. And I believe Dr. Calhoun, he realized instead of him talking to God about his problem, he realized that he can talk to his problems about God. Stop complaining to God about your problems and start telling your problems about God. Because we serve an awesome God. We serve a God so big till he bump into himself going where he just came from. Tell somebody he serve a big God. He starts out complaining. But other thing I noticed that he does is not only does he complain, but he realized and now he confides in God. Listen to what he says in verse 3. He says, but thou. Now the word but is a conjunction. So that means that everything that was said prior, it don't mean nothing. He says, but thou, O Lord, is a shield for me. Now watch this now. We can handle our enemies or our haters because number one, we have God's protection. Look at what it says. He says, thou, O Lord, is a shield for me. Now a shield was an object that the military folk would use in order to protect them. But David says, I'm going to take it a little step farther. I'm going to call God my shield because some stuff should attack my life. But somebody ought to say like the songwriter said, but God blocked it. I wish I had a witness here. You're supposed to have cancer now, but you ought to thank God that he blocked it. You're supposed to have AIDS by now, but you ought to thank God that he blocked it. You're supposed to be dead in your grave now, but somebody ought to say, I thank God tonight. He blocked it. That's why you here tonight. You ain't been good. I told the church on Sunday, I'm looking down some grace and mercy road. You got grace and mercy stuck all over you because if it had not been for grace and mercy. You're write this down. Proverbs 35 says, every word of God is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. See, you got to put your trust in the Lord. You can't call him a shield unless you know he'll be a shield. I remember when I was growing up, they used to say, he'll be a battle axe. I thought they said a battle axe, but he's a battle axe. And an axe was a weapon that always, when stuff get in my life, he'll just chop them out the way. Anybody know he'll be a battle axe today? You ought to tell your neighbor, don't worry about your enemies. God's got your enemies under control. Watch what it says. The Bible says when the enemy comes in as a flood. Let me show you what he'll do. In the midst of you going through, this is you. The enemy coming as a flood. What God will do is, just about time the enemy gets there, he'll snatch you up. Come on. Y'all should have had more help right there. Because some of y'all got caught up in some stuff. But God snatch you out of it. You ought to tell somebody, I thank God that he snatched me out of it. Now I understand why the scripture says, humble yourself under the hand of God. Because if you're up under his hand, that means that you're in his reach. He says that he may exalt you in due time. Anybody in here waiting on your due time? I wish I had a witness here. You're just sick and tired of being sick and tired. Look like the time to pay Peter, Paul, and John got his hand out. Anybody here tonight sick and tired? I've got to get out of here. I've got 2 more preachers coming this week, so let me get out of here. Look what it says. He says, but thou, O Lord, is a shield. If anybody can shield me, anybody can protect me, you can do it. See, what you got to understand is, that's why the enemy's mad. Oh, Holy Ghost, thank you. That's why the enemy's mad, because he can see you, but he can't do nothing to you. Why? Because family. They put you in a remote location. And I wish I had a 5x5 of y'all. So the reason why I can't get me because I'm in protected custody. Anybody in protected custody? Tell your name, I'm in protected custody. The enemy, he thought he had his way in my life. But I messed around and learned about the Lord. I messed around and fell in love with the Lord. Now. What I go through in my life is nothing but a test. Because God is getting ready to bring me to another place. Is there anybody in here tonight ready to go to that next place? First thing he says, the reason why we can have our haters is because we have God's protection. Second thing he says in the text is we can handle our haters because we have God's presence. Look what he says. He says, but thou, O Lord, is a shield for me, my glory. I said my glory. It's nothing like when the glory of the Lord show up. See, when the glory shows up, that means that the presence of God is present. I wish I had a witness here. See, we got to understand the difference between a visitation and the glory. Come on. Because when you see glory in the Bible, ain't nobody standing. Come on. See, we'll say the glory was in the house, but you know everything went on. When the glory shows up, you don't know what's what. Come on, Solomon. They looked at me funny. Let me borrow Solomon for a few minutes. The Bible says in 2 Chronicles chapter 7, when Solomon made an end of praying, the glory of the Lord filled the house. The Bible said the people begin to fall on their face because they recognize can't nobody be standing and see God's bright face. I want to see the glory. See, because we need some smoke. We know too much that go on. Oh, I wish I had a witness here. Sister Annie shouted today. We talk about it before we get out of church good. But if the glory fall in the house, if we get some smoke in the house, I can't see you and you can't see me. Somebody shout, we need some glory in the house. I'm just talking. We have God's presence. The glory. Now, I looked at that definition of glory. There were two definitions. One is the noun definition, and one is the verb definition. The noun definition is distinguished praise or honor. Y'all got that right? All right. The verb definition is to rejoice with jubilation. So, in other words, what David was saying was that it's God that causes him to rejoice. I said something to you. David said, I'm not rejoicing over my burdens, but I'm rejoicing in the fact that I'm worshiping the burden I'm bearing. I'm not shouting over my enemy, but I'm shouting on the fact that God is greater than my enemy. I'm talking to somebody. You've been in trouble on your job just today. They hated on you on your job. They mad because you love the Lord. You walking around reading the Bible. They talking about who going with who. I wish I had a witness here. You praying and talking in tongues, but they talking about folk. They gonna hate. You know, have you ever heard somebody say, well, you know, I just don't like her. Amen. And you ask her, what have she done with you? Nothing. I just don't like her. Tell somebody, now that's hater talk. Can I help y'all tonight? Another form of hater talk is this. It was, well, somebody can do some